Mitokaya, Ida Gordon.
Sutokaya.
Mitokaya, my namesake.
Okay, anyways, today I'm wearing a shirt from my country because I was at an event activity at my church where I left my granddaughter to come here because I don't think I've missed any barbecue um, since I've been coming, since you've been having a celebration. I want to thank you very much for this continue because um, it's a good event that we get to come and discuss and talk about our candidacy, and also that we do the fundraiser for the scholarship for the school. So I'm really appreciative of this event because as a member of the school committee, which I'm going to talk a little bit later, it's very important that we make sure that not only the brightest kids, the most intelligent kids who are going to be attending Harvard or one Ivy League university, not only them get scholarship. And for many years I sat and I watched as just a few, and it was from the same family that kept getting the scholarship. So when at one meeting we were trying to see what cause we could do to support the school. So it came out of this group right here, and I'm proud to contribute as much as I possibly can, even though the economy is so really tight, but it's for a good cause. Because some of the children, the underprivileged kids, they do need some kind of recognition because they work hard to be where they are. They work hard to graduate. And I've seen that too. I've seen that in my children. My name is Ida Gordon. I didn't introduce myself. I have been on the school board for the past 16 years. And I've tried my best to meet the needs of our students, not the needs of the teachers. But we need good teachers, so that's one of the needs. We need good schools. That's another need. And proudly I can say that it was under my leadership that we built the North Randolph Elementary School. And I want to just give you a quick little story of how that comes to be. We were presenting for years. We were going to the town council saying we need our school to be renovated. We need new school because school water is coming down when it rains. When my son went to the Donovan school, they used to have 2 floors. One was heated and one wasn't heated. So in the morning, one class would stay upstairs in the heated, and the other class would be downstairs, and then half day they would change. So my son used to come in and he's like, "Mom, school was cold today." The one that I have alive right now. And you know, you ask them, you ask your children, how was school? What did you do today? And every day they're like, "Well, I kept my coat on all day in school, and when I came out, it was really, really cold." And that's the one, my current son that I have. Anyways, I said, you know, so what happened to the kids that are in the cold part of the school, because not even a coat can keep them warm. So I brought that up. And then we started, like the town council at that time, Jesse, you weren't there yet, but I'm thankful that you were a member of the school and we had to get that vote through. To make a long story short, I knew that all our schools, they were, whenever it rained, the roofs, those that have the glass roof or the kids would take balls or rock and break them. And then, so that area of the school, the middle school, couldn't use it, couldn't access it. The high school was bathroom, cafeteria, everything. And this was at the time too that our school was in level 4. So our children were not able to go to Ivy League University because our school was not accredited. So problems, you're talking about problems? Yeah, those were very serious problems in the school district. So I took on the role of calling out things, and at the time they didn't like it because instead of bringing it private, you're calling it out. I said, you have had it private for many years, and no, we need to let the public know that we need, when we start raising taxes and stuff, is because we need to get our school out of level 4. That was done under my district. We got the new school built under my leadership, of course. We used to go to the town council and say, "Oh, this window is broken, this is that." And once I went to Massachusetts School Association. They had council annual down the Cape. And one of the training was MSBA that was telling people what they needed to do. So I said, let me go in this training and see why is it that we never get approved for a loan. So I sat in the meeting, and at the end of the meeting, it was a very sad time for me too, because that was it. I was at that meeting mourning the murder of my son. So it was kind of like I was just looking for something to just keep me going. So at the end of the meeting, this guy came and he says, you asked some very interesting questions, but Randolph never did what they needed to do. And I said, can you tell me what is it? I'm the chair of the school. So he told me, you need to take photos of everything that is wrong with your school. Every window broken, every classroom that is not, you can't use it because of whatever. And so I came back and I'm happy now because I have a contact at MSNBC, whatever it is.
MSBA.
Yeah. So I came back and I told the superintendent, I said, you need to get photos. So because we have 2 weeks, we're going before the town council. So I, as a chair, I wanted to go with substance. And he's like, I said, you need to get the camera person to take pictures of everything. And he's like, I'm too busy. I can't do that. I said, well, why don't you just hire somebody and pay it out of the school budget? And he's like, I don't know, I'll see. I said, listen, in 2 weeks, I want to make sure that you have those photos, or because this is what we need. When we went to town council, oh, we didn't know about this. We never knew about the situation of the school. So finally, and I kept hearing, oh, you're not going to get a school. We don't have any money. You'll never get a new school built in Randolph. I said, watch me. Because at that point, town council said what we needed to have. Okay, make a long story short, we got the school built. It's the first school that has been built in Randolph in 60 years. And it has everything. One thing that I asked for was I asked if they could, because it's not fair for all the other schools don't have their things and be able to participate in the things that the brand new school has. So because I'm not the chair anymore, at that point, I wasn't able to make sure that these things happen. So I asked the builders, because I ran the meeting, I chaired those meetings and approved the warrant and everything. So I asked them if they could make 6 boxes, so that plants and a rooftop garden, so that each school, because we have our own bus, so we don't have to worry about transportation, once a week each school go and tend to their garden. So it was built. They put soil in it and they said they'll give the flowers, but I haven't been over there to see if they're using it, because the superintendent is the one who is in charge of doing those things. But what she told me is that they got a grant to do the garden at the school. Each school have their own garden. So when last time I checked, we didn't have any garden. We have the grant, but we didn't have any garden. So what my goal is to have this school year, see if we can get enough vote and bring in that in. Okay, so now today I'm also campaigning for town council and school committee. It's like that. I think if I could do both at the same time, I think it would be good, because my advocacy is around families. I have my degree and I work as a social worker for the Department of Children and Family for 36 years. And I feel for the homeless. I feel that or people that are living here shouldn't have to live in the condition, because affordable housing, I mean, raise my taxes, but let me see that it's going towards humanity. Raise it. I won't mind. I would cut myself from going shopping. But those are the things that I think that we have a lot of open space, open land that we can utilize. As far as the Donovan, next to the Donovan, I heard a long time that we could get ownership to that property. Can you imagine some nice apartment building over there? Affordable housing? Because if we don't do it now, I'm getting older. And if we're not preparing and providing space, living space for our youths to have, then who is gonna run Randolph? And who's gonna tell the children that what we did in our time, that we didn't do anything to help them to bring their future? So my goal is the coming generation. What I used to say when I first started is, we need to educate our kids, because one day when an ambulance is called to your house, it might be one of our students. One of our students might be in the hospital waiting because you're from Randolph. And you gave them that position, that they could be a doctor, they could be a nurse. So that's my goal now. If I get elected to whichever, to the town, that's what I'm bringing to the town, because we need to build this town the same way you did, Jesse, and I commend you for that. And Gerland, I commend you too for taking the chance again to run, and I wish you success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ida.
Hey, Ida.
Hey.